Hey chat, I'm Adam, this is Off Meta, but you know that because you're already here. In today's video, we're ranking a character known as the Atheist. Now you may be asking yourselves, didn't we already do this once before? And the answer is, yeah, we did. We actually did rank this live on Twitch, we just forgot to upload the video afterwards. So here is today's video where we rank the Atheist. We're going to slot it in as a nice little 0.5 of an episode because it's about 10 minutes in length. But it's a good one, it's worth watching. A couple of points I want to highlight to you. Bye Lily. Two things I want to highlight to you. Number one, we're going to be doing a live version of our podcast at Clocktower Con. And if that's still in the future for you, you should come and check it out because we're going to do something silly about ranking all of the hat characters and coming up with which characters that don't have hats today should have hats tomorrow. And the second thing I want to highlight to you is we're going to talk about a script in this video called Surprise. Surprise is an unreleased experimental characters that are still in development that's being playtested right now. It's a script I made, and most people that have played it like it to love it, somewhere in there. I'm going to be running it at Clocktower Con, and if this is still in the future for you and you're coming to Clocktower Con, you can get in on that game. You'll have to sign an NDA and you'll have to provide photo ID as well as a proof of address. But if you want to get involved in the game and play it and come and see what the fuss is that we're about to talk about in this video, here's your chance to do it. So if you're interested and you see me somewhere at the con and you want to play, and you're okay signing the NDA and showing me your photo ID and proof of address, you can come in and join. Otherwise, hope you have a great Clocktower Con. I hope you're enjoying playing Clocktower wherever you are. Don't forget to check us out on Off Meta. And if you have liked and enjoyed our previous ranking videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on the channel. Otherwise, let's take it away, team. Bye. Atheist. The storyteller can break the rules, and if executed, good wins. Even if you are dead. No evil characters.
Oh, I have such mixed feelings. Again, Atheist is another one that I seem to have been quite a few times and been in games where it has actively been in play. But I've also been in... Adam has a script where the Atheist is on it, and he's trying to break the meta with that one. And is making like evil atheists, and
there's so many things you can't talk about. You got to be careful.
Yeah, I know. It's so many things I can't.
It is
talk
a script created
it
so
can
that
be good, but it really needs to be used in the right hands and not thrown about willy-nilly. Like, I think it's interesting to have it on a script, so long as people don't super focus on it being on a script. And there are so many times when, like, if it's a group's not used to seeing an atheist on the script, that like every day they're trying to kill the freaking storyteller, you know, and that's not fun. That's not fun.
Yeah, I think the Atheist is a great one when you are a demon, right? Or you are you're a minion, so you know what the setup is, you know what's going on. And you can glean a lot of information from what people are claiming and what they're doing. You can try to guide people towards that outcome. I think all that stuff is a fun dynamic. The breaking the rules part is where things get tricky in terms of what storytellers feel like they should do, what guidance they should have. This is the first time I actually realized that Adam was really, really nice person, really like sweetheart storyteller. Because I'm like, let's get him, because there was an atheist, like, let's do this. And he's like, well, I mean, you should tip your hand that this is an atheist game. I was like, no, then they win, right? So it's a whole thing. But atheist is a tough one from that perspective. And if you have, I think one of the things that we may have all experienced early on when we were coming into the game and getting online and playing it, on unofficial, you're playing with new people, you're meeting new storytellers, and sometimes you see this kind of like use of roles in a way that makes you feel like, oh, that was kind of icky. That probably shouldn't be the way that you play all the time. You should probably be playing with a group that you get to know and bond with and get to see their dynamics play out. But that's not what everybody has available to them. And so that happens. You see different experiences that make you feel bad about a given role. My first experience with an atheist was a poppy grower game in which I was the demon. I can't tell you what demon. What was interesting is my minion very smartly claimed atheist, and so I never had to kill the poppy grower, even though I could have. And so that helped hide me as the demon and helped hide what kind of demon I was and all this kind of different stuff. So it can be very, very well deployed in those circumstances. Drunk atheists are funny. It's hard to convince me otherwise, I guess. But I'm always evil when there's a drunk atheist afoot. So there's that. So maybe it's less fun. It's much less fun for the good team, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a very swingy role in terms of. But people wanted it. I want to say that if there was a role, if we were ranking roles based on how many times people mean something, right, or demanded that it be released, then it's got to be like the highest ranked role in the game.
Yeah,
I heard about the Atheist for maybe a whole year before it was released. So
it absolutely has to be on a script that can be like that. There are lots of reasons for the information to just be absolutely batshit bonkers, which is this script that Adam has, that I think Atheist is maybe the only role on there that I can actually talk about, which is why it's so freaking difficult. But on this script where it's like, damn, what else could be going on here? Like figuring that out is wonderful with an Atheist on the script, because you're not then immediately defaulting to, well, everything's crazy, so it must be an Atheist. It's like, nope, this is why. you have to have that balance with it.
I know for a fact Emily had a hell of a fun time on that particular script.
So good
when we were playtesting. Yeah, people were having a lot of fun. So I mean, there you go. That's a pretty good, and it was because of thank you, Atheist, right?
So straight up, Atheist is a C for me, is where I'm going to start off by saying. Okay. But it's another one of those characters that that script that I built was built with the idea of the Atheist in mind, right? Like Haley just said, the idea of that script is to create a bonkers script that makes people go, how the fuck is it's got to be an Atheist game? How is this happening? It's got to be an Atheist game when it's actually not, right? Yeah. Most of the times I run that script, it's not an Atheist game. But almost every time, the first time they play, go, this has got to be an Atheist game. How else is this happening? Well, thank you for that script. And also for people aware, for people watching who might be going to Origins, I'm going to run that script on one of the sessions I run that weekend. We're going to cordon off the area, put a little curtain up, and I'm going to run that script for people. I'm going to put that script up for you guys to play. It's a great script. It's a lot of fun. I would recommend giving that a try once it gets released and all the others come out. But overall, Atheist is a C. One of the things about the Atheist that the reason I wanted that script, the reason I wanted to be the first storyteller to run that on stream, is because I think I've probably got the most experience running it out of probably any of the storytellers for a start. But also, I know that when you're running an Atheist game, it's you versus town. You don't want town to come away with a bitter experience of losing to you. There is a whole problem, and this is one of the reasons why Atheists is C. There's a whole problem with Atheists. It's like, oh, look at how great I am. I messed with all of you. Ooh, you didn't know. That's not the point of it. The point of Clocktower is for everyone to have fun, have a balanced game, give them a chance, make them realize. So you've got to make some people on that town realize it's an Atheist game. Not just one. You've got to make other people believe it too by getting information that completely points to it. Wait, why am I the Undertaker? I'm being woken up and told that the Undertaker just died 4 nights in a row. Like, that's the sort of thing you need to do to let people know that it could be an Atheist game. Don't just try and big brain it and outsmart them and think you're better than them. That's not the point of it. Make it fun for everyone.
I think based on what you're saying, though, I don't think it can be a C because when people are running it right, it brings a lot of joy to the experience. To counterbalance you dogging my boy Capelli. Watched him run an Atheist game before it was released. I think there were 3 mayors or something by the end of that game. You know, I mean, like, so they were just having a ball. And if that's what you want to do for your players, I think it could be a lot of fun for them and could bring a lot of that. If you're trying to show that you're the smartest person in the room as the storyteller, it's like when a DM kills their players all the time and blames it on the players. It's like, well, I mean, you have infinite cosmic power at your disposal there, buddy. So congratulations. I think it has to be better than a C, but I mean, I'd put it in a B. I wouldn't feel bad about that.
It's a lot of B's though. I think if I compare these characters, I would put Alchemist ahead of Atheist is the problem. When I'm looking at where these are, I think the Amnesiac is 2 to 3 levels definitely above the Atheist. I think the Alchemist is better than the Atheist.
No.
All right, Haley. Tyler thinks B by the sounds of it, right? I think C. So come on, H.
It's a struggle one because I advocated for things that are very storyteller dependent to be lower down.
Don't base it just on Kelsuprise. You cannot do that to everyone.
I know, but on Kelsuprise it is perfection. It really is. But that's one script.
Mm-hmm.
Is it perfection on other scripts? It's probably not. But I feel like I'm doing it dirty by putting it really low because I've had so much fun with it. But again, that's because of that one script.
I feel like the birch block is getting me today. But if y'all want to put it in C, you can go put it in C. That's fine.
All right, Ty, I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to put it B with you.
I don't want to put it in C. I want to put it in B. I do want to put it in B. I want to put it in A, but that's based purely on my own personal experience, which is really not fair.
Well, it is fair because as a character that is so storyteller dependent, when you have the best storyteller in the world running it for you, Haley, of course your experience with this, everything is going to be S.
When you have the best storyteller in the world lying next to you every night, baby, you're all about that atheist.
Yeah, you know God exists in the room with you and not out there.